Here's something that you don't usually see at the White House. Remember, the White House is the people's house. So regardless if you're Republican or Democrat, it's supposed to represent every single American. So what happened today was quite surprising. Here is what they're calling the Presidential Walk of Fame, and now there's plaques here showcasing all the presidents. And in this, we see Donald Trump attacking Joe Biden and Obama and say a lot of fake misinformation and essentially just false information on plaques below them. Under Joe Biden's plaque, they have the auto pen, call him Sleepy Joe, and said that he was by far the worst president in American history. He repeats false claims such as things about Biden's health, about immigration, inflation, Ukraine, October 7th. And then it even goes on to say that he took the office through a corrupt election, which is also not true. We come to find out, thanks to the White House press secretary, that Trump himself actually wrote these plaques and then had them installed underneath these photos. Once again, the White House is there for the people. Okay? Maybe you don't agree with the past presidents. Maybe you don't like some of their decisions. Maybe they don't like some of your decisions. You don't do this. And the other question I have, which I don't think there's an answer for out there, is who paid for this? Because if this is American taxpayers going to this, come on. The White House is a national institution meant to represent the entire country of the United States and our democracy. And when you do this, in your grievances, that's not the place to do that. If you want to prove the presidents before you that you're the better president, then do better policy. Do things that help Americans. Things that actually move things closer to better lives for people. That's what the people want. And that's on both sides of the aisle. When the presidency is used to go after personal feuds and then you spew out false information but try to make it look official, it actually weakens the office itself. Turning the White House in this kind of venue kind of signals insecurity, no strength, and honestly, it risks normalizing the idea that history is whatever the current president says that it is, when no, because history will always be written from historians and the voters. And I don't know, imagine having a child who's 7, 8 years old and seeing this. It almost seems like you're teaching your kid to be a bully, and that's not the kind of America we should be in. Sure, we can have our disagreements on things, but at the end of the day, we're Americans and we should be together in certain things, and this is just something that just makes us look very weak as a country. Because remember, institutions like this belong to the people, not a single president.